Good morning, the Honorable Board of Examiners, the Honorable my undergraduate thesis advisor. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my undergraduate thesis with title The Teacher's Efforts and Problems in Enhancing Students' Motivation in Learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin, academic year 2009-2010. My name is Elizabeth and this is my presentation. Background. In Indonesia, English is set to learn as a foreign language since junior high school. It means the students who go to junior high school have to learn the language whether they want it or not. It is obvious that students who don't want to learn the language will not be able to do well in the class. In this situation, motivation considered as one of important components in teaching and learning process. Motivation determines the degree of students' effort put into learning foreign language. The more motivation they have, the more effort they tend to put into learning the language, and it leads to successful in learning. Therefore, one of the main tasks for the teachers is to motivate the students by their choice of topic, activity, and linguistic content that they may be able to turn a class around. Teachers only can influence students' extrinsic motivation by doing some efforts. Therefore, the researcher is interested to study about teachers' efforts and problems in enhancing this motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin and the students' response towards the efforts. Research problems. The problems of this research are trying to find out first, what are the teachers' efforts in enhancing students' motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin? Second, what are the teachers' problems in enhancing students' motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin? And third, how is the response of students toward the teachers' effort in enhancing students' motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin? Research objectives. The objectives of this research are trying to find out first the teacher's effort in enhancing students' motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin. Second, the teacher's problem in enhancing students' motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin. And third, the students' response toward the teacher's effort in enhancing student motivation in learning English at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin. Methodology. The research design used in this research is descriptive. It means the research will describe the facts systematically, and then the researcher will analyze the data without any manipulation and intervention of an experiment from the researcher. The population of this research is students and all English teachers at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin, and the sample of this research is 100 students from 3 classes at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin. The data collected is qualitative data. Data collecting procedure are observation, interview, and questionnaire, and method of data analysis used qualitative approach. Next, findings. The first findings is teachers' efforts in enhancing students' motivation in learning English. The first effort done by the teacher is giving a prize. From the observation conducted by the researcher, 2 of 3 English teachers never used prize in their classroom, and 1 teacher rarely gave prize in enhancing the students' motivation. And second, giving praise. 2 of 3 teachers always give praise, and 1 teacher often gave praise to students who did good job in the classroom, either doing assignments or in doing any other activities in the classroom. Teachers used many kinds of words and sentences to compliment the students, such as good, very good job, you are smart students, or you have done a very good job. The third is giving warning or treat. Based on the observation, 2 of 3 teachers always uses warning or treat if there are some students who do not pay attention during the lesson. And one teacher sometimes give warning or treat to handle the naughty or lazy students. And fourth, giving punishment. Two of the teachers sometimes use punishment and one teacher always used punishment. The punishment is used when warning and treat are not effective to enhance students' motivation, especially the naughty and lazy students in the classroom. Fifth, informing the students before a test. One of the teachers sometimes inform the students before having tests, and two of the teachers always told the students. This effort is aimed to push students so that they will study hard at home. And sixth, giving score to each student's work. Two of the teachers always gave score, while one teacher often gave the score. By doing this action, students will see that their teachers are paying attention to their work. Seventh, giving comments to each student's work. Based on the observation, two of three teachers always give comment and one teacher often gave comment to each student's work. Comment is given not only for the students who have done the task or assignment well, but also for those who have not the task or assignment well. 8. Using various methods in teaching. All of the English teachers sometimes used various methods in teaching in order to enhance the students' motivation in learning. The purpose of the various methods is to avoid students' boredom in learning. Ninth, using interesting media in teaching. During the observation, the researcher found that one teacher often used media in teaching, another teacher sometimes, and another rarely used media in teaching. The media used by the teachers in classrooms such as LCD, pictures, and posters. 10th, asking students to make a group working. Based on the observation, one teacher often asked students to make group working, and three teachers sometimes asked the students to make group working. Usually, the teachers ask students to make group working when they have to discuss difficult lesson or play a game. 11th, creating a competition. Competition can raise students' motivation in achieving high score. Two of three teachers often created a competition and one teacher sometimes did it. The teachers created the competition atmosphere when teachers are doing the teaching using game. And 12th, raising students' awareness in learning. Two of three teachers often raise students' awareness, while one teacher sometimes raised student awareness in learning. The teachers raise the students' awareness by giving an example or having the students to do simulation of a real-life situation where English is needed. 13th, creating fun learning situation. Based on the observation, one teacher always created fun learning situation, and two of three teachers often created fun learning situation. The teachers told jokes, used games, and gave song in order to make the students enjoy the lesson. 14th, arranging the students' seat variously. All of the teachers rarely arrange students' seat variously. It may be because arranging students' seat is time-consuming. And 15th, creating the relation between lesson and real life. Based on the observation, the teachers created the relation between lesson and real life by giving topics that familiar with the students, such as daily life, hobbies, and famous people. The second findings is the students' response to the teacher's effort in enhancing students' motivation in learning. The teacher's effort, as mentioned before, giving prize, giving praise, giving warning and treat, giving punishment, informing the students before a test, giving score to each student's work, giving comments to each student's work, using various methods in teaching, using interesting media in teaching, asking students to make group working, creating a competition or making a competition, raising students' self-awareness in learning, creating fun learning situation, arranging students sit variously, and creating the relation between lesson and real life. From the data obtained, most of the students are always motivated by the effort such as giving praise, informing the students before a test, giving score to each student's work, giving comment to each student's work, and creating enjoy learning situation. The third findings is the teacher's problems in enhancing students' motivation in learning English. The first problem is background knowledge of the students. This case usually happens on the first grade classes in which the students come from many different elementary schools. Despite the fact that more elementary schools put English as one of the subjects, still there are some schools that do not. This condition caused in lack of background knowledge of English of the student. The second problem is students' family background. More or less, family background gives influence towards students' motivation. When a student comes from educated family, she or he will get big support in his or her either by sending him or her to a course or by helping him on her or her in solving difficult problems, which might influence the motivation of the students. And then the third problems is students' personal problems. There are many problems that might occur in students' lives, such as problems with their families, friends, or boyfriends or girlfriends. And the last problem is the environment of classroom. It stands to reason that a tense classroom climate can undermine learning and demotivate learning. On the other hand, learner motivation will reach its peak in a safe classroom climate in which students can express their opinion and feel that they do not run in the risk of being ridiculed. Conclusions. There are three conclusions of the research. First, the English teachers in SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin is used some efforts to enhance the students' motivation in learning English. Second, the students at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin have various response toward the teachers' effort. And third, the English teachers at SMP Negeri 3 Banjarmasin have some problems in enhancing students' motivation in learning English. And there are four suggestions from this research. First, use of teachers' efforts, such as giving praise, giving prize, giving punishment, like mentioned before. And second, stickers as prize. The researcher suggests that when a teacher wants to give prize without cost much money, the teacher can use stickers as prize. The third suggestion is students group working. It can be one of methods that can used by the teacher in teaching English because it can interfere learning and reduce the students' tendencies to compare themselves to one another. And the last suggestion is teachers' collaboration. In order to solve these problems, the English teachers need to work together with other teachers, such as counseling teachers and the students themselves for sure. We have come to the end of the presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. Have a great day.